spring in northeast Lincolnshire. Together, the ports of Grimsby and Immingham are the busiest in the UK and the North's gateway to Europe and the world. Kevin Clifton, champion dancer and star of BBC hit show Strictly Come Dancing, has brought his fiancée and fellow Strictly star Karen Hauer back to his beloved hometown for the weekend.
So, when we first met and I told you I was from Grimsby, and I bet there was a load of people that said, oh yeah, it's grim up north, yeah, because they love that grim word. I bet you didn't realise, coming from Venezuela and New York, that Grimsby was going to be this beautiful.
It's absolutely brilliant. And you know what I love the most is that we're at the beach and there's donkeys.
Oh, we got donkeys? Yeah, of course we've got donkeys.
It's like I feel like I'm home away from home. It's fantastic.
No, I love coming home, and this is one of my favourite things to do, because it's all the surrounding areas of Grimsby as well, you know, coming to Cleethorpes Beach, having a nice walk. I just think the whole place is beautiful.
I find whenever we come here, actually, that everybody's always really nice, and they welcomed me with, you know, with their arms wide open. So I always felt like, you know, I always belonged here, even though we've been dating for for 4 years, but it feels like I'm an honorary Grimbarian.
Grimsby is awakened at work well ahead of the rest of the world. Once the world's biggest fishing port, today it's Europe's food town. More white fish is bought, sold, processed, packed and dispatched from Grimsby than anywhere else in Europe.
It's vital to Grimsby, it always has been. It's been at the heart of the community for the last century or so. We've got Icelandic fish coming in, we've got Norwegian fish coming in, Danish fish, Scottish fish, Irish fish. So Grimsby is very much a hub of the UK seafood industry.
As soon as it's sold, fish sets off from Grimsby to the four corners of the world. Grimsby is the hub of quayside distribution. They started with one truck and have become the biggest transporters of fresh and frozen food in the UK. An army of small vans specially adapted to keep fish chilled sets out from Grimsby and crosses the country to sell fish door to door and at local markets.
The fishmongers are almost a thing of the past. The vans are doing that now, going to the housewife direct.
I just pull up outside the door, lift the lid up and they come and have a look, see what they want.
I do stands, market stands and that.
I'm going to Lincoln today.
London, Monday, Tuesday, and I'm local Wednesday, Thursday.
Just love going out meeting people.
It's basically word of mouth, really, from each customer.
Not enough people know about Grimsby, all the areas, the doom and gloom. We have people who come from all over the country who supply us with fish, give them a bit of a tour around the area, and generally they fall in love with the place. Can't believe, you know, what they've been missing.
50 years ago, from the top of Grimsby's tallest building, Ross House, local entrepreneur Carl Ross watched over his world-beating frozen fish empire. Down at sea level, actress Patricia Hodge grew up right opposite the dock gates, where her parents ran the Royal Hotel, Grimsby's finest.
And so every morning, I heard the dockers go to work with their clogs on, showed their passes as they went through the dock gates at 6 o'clock, so that was my alarm clock. But within the hotel, we had all the stratas of society, because by the dock gates was the entry to the vaults bar. And of course, the skippers used to come off their trawlers with their pockets stuffed with cash, go straight into the vaults bar, get absolutely K-lied. So you've got that side of it. Then if you came round the front corner, there was something called the lounge bar, which was for more genteel people who liked a little port and lemon and play darts and play dominoes and so on. And that was their evening out. And then upstairs, you've got the cocktail bar, where all the toffs went. It's a very honest town. It is what it is, and that's what I've always loved about it. People are straightforward. They tell it like it is.
Grimsby's old skills produced delicious, freshly smoked fish. But what was smoked in Grimsby had to be eaten in Grimsby. Richard Enderby's family firm have been smoking freshly caught haddock for a century. But now their smoked fish has been awarded a new status. PGI, or Protected Geographical Indicator, is to food what Appellation Contrôlée is to wine. Mitch Tonks, the award-winning seafood restaurateur, comes from the south, but was amazed when he discovered Grimsby's delicious smoked haddock.
Grimsby is an incredibly important place when it comes to seafood in the UK. I mean, nearly all of our seafood is processed here. There's a skill base here that is second to none. Lots of very established old businesses, and of course that's how our supermarkets are being supplied with seafood. So while the port is not a fishing port anymore, it certainly is probably the most important place in the UK for seafood production.
There are many advantages of smoking in Grimsby. I mean, we get fresh fish directly off the market. We like to see the fish before we buy it.
I mean, this is the only place that you find smokehouses like this, 100 years old, the kiln's thick with tar. They've been practicing the art of smoking and curing haddocks for that amount of time, and it's no wonder the product is absolutely brilliant. I mean, the fish is in absolutely perfect condition, and I kind of think that every British household at the weekend should be indulging in a bit of smoked haddock. I think every London hotel, from the Savoy to the Ritz, should have it on their menu. It's something that in Britain we should be incredibly proud of.
Mitch Tonks is working up a plan with Enderby's to market their freshly smoked fish across Britain and the world.
Check that it's ready.
Grimsby's central East Coast location is crucial. Close to Europe and directly linked to Britain's motorway networks, it gives quick and easy access to the industrial heartland. It has the largest concentration of cold storage in Europe and several deep water river terminals handling huge vessels from all over the world.
I think this is a really exciting time for the ports of Dymium and Grimsby and for the Humber as a whole. And that's all fundamentally because of the shift of trade over to the East Coast. Well, we handle lots of raw materials that keep Britain's industry turning. There's lots of energy that keeps our houses and our businesses powered. There's lots of cars moving in and exporting. And of course, there's lots of food products, lots of fish, and lots of renewable business in the future. We're creating jobs, we're creating prosperity, and most importantly, we're actually keeping Britain trading.
Grimsby has fought back against the decline of the fish-catching industry by building up its marketing role. The new seafood village has been developed as a support centre for small independent companies in all the fish-related industries.
It's everything that a fish merchant needs to be able to work.
We've just really replicated what happened 100 years ago with the old pontoon. We all know about the big concerns, the sea chills and the youngs of the world, which are fantastic for the town, but we've still got a massive backbone of small independent fish merchants who supply fish and chip shops throughout the country, etc.
And it's taken the fish merchant into the modern era. Because fish, as we know now, it's not on the back of the menu anymore, it's on the front of the menu. Everybody wants a nice piece of fish, and this is the place to come for it.
Baby, baby, eat me up.
Big international companies like Icelandic Sea Chill have taken Grimsby's skills with fish and used them to bring innovative new products to market.
What we see is that the credentials that the people in Grimsby have, their understanding and their love of fish, translates through into the end product. We know that the knowledge and expertise that is with our filleters here in Grimsby is the best that there is. The Saucy Fish has grown from nothing when it was launched in 2010, obviously, to now it's a £35 million brand. We've got sales all over the world. We're available in 4 continents, and it's much envied all over the world. So we've really changed the pace of development and innovation in the seafood industry, and people are really excited about it. Consumers think that fish can be smelly. It can be slimy, some of them don't like touching of it, some don't like the skin, some do, and they think that they may overcook it or undercook it. So what we set out to do was to make fish easier, more accessible and more aspirational for people.
So today we're going to be making some smoked haddock chowder, real Grimsby favourite.
Joel Carr is a trained Grimsby chef. He designs new recipes for saucy fish.
Oh, baby, baby, heat me up.
And then the chowder is ready for serving.
Looks delicious.
I can't wait to try it.
Nor can I. Can I have it now, please?
All of our fish is produced here in Grimsby. All of our production is in Grimsby. All of our sites are in Grimsby, and everything we do is in Grimsby.
The Humber training scheme, Cat Zero, is a locally financed charity and a brilliant idea. It reaches out to young people stranded in unemployment, without jobs, training or help, and guides them back to a world of work by a combination of challenge and support to get their lives back on track.
We now have more jobs than people to fill them, and these jobs aren't just in the traditional seafood industries that made Grimsby so great. They're now spread across a wide sector, from the offshore renewables to logistics, construction, to a rapidly expanding service sector. And if the young people of this area want to access these opportunities, they have to have the self-belief, self-confidence, motivation, and most importantly, the aspiration to try for them. And these are the things that we at Cat Zero, along with our partners, are so successful at developing.
Cat Zero graduate Tommy Pritchett is now an apprentice chef at the Market Cafe in Grimsby. He realised his ambition through Cat Zero.
I enjoyed it ever so much. It's helped me confidence and motivated me to get by. When people say that they like the food, that is one of the amazing things that you can have. Someone just turning around saying, "Oh, I love your food," that just puts a smile on my face and helps me get by the day.
The programme culminates with a voyage aboard Cat Zero, which is a week's voyage. It's taking young people away from their environment, and it brings together everything we've done throughout the programme, working on teamwork, working on self-discipline, and realising their potential.
If I didn't have them there, I wouldn't have been where I am. So they're sort of like my backbone to it.
HCF Catch is an industry-led partnership supporting the process, energy, engineering and renewable industries across the UK and in the Yorkshire and Humber region in particular.
We're working with local businesses to make sure they've got the skills they need for their future, and we replicate here the industry standards, the industry ways of working, and give the learners their first experience in work, but under safer conditions in our working environment. Well, we've got some great advances here now in working with young apprentices. We have some wind turbine apprentices with us already, working with one of our training providers, and those doors are now opening for a number of opportunities. Obviously, the sector's growing and going to be growing very quickly in the future, so we're getting geared up ourselves to handle that growth.
Seizing an opportunity when you spot it is a Grimsby strength. Alex Scales has opened her very own fashion shop. She messed up her opportunities as a teenager, but got back on track at the Grimsby Institute.
Grimsby's fantastic. You know, I've been here all my life. My mum and dad were here all their lives. You know, we love Grimsby. There's not all that much choice sometimes, I don't think, for people in Grimsby. So it's just nice to have them here, have them come in here and find something a little bit quirky, a little bit different. And, you know, everybody seems to be quite happy with it. It's going really well at the moment.
Good evening and welcome to Estuary News for Wednesday.
Grimsby was the first town in Britain to get its very own local TV station, Estuary. Since November 2013, it's been broadcasting successfully a mixture of news, information and local pride to the residents on the Humber. Education has become a source of great pride in North East Lincolnshire.
The greatest problem is raising aspirations in young people. It's encouraging them to believe that they can be successful. And that's taken a lot of time and energy to overcome that, but we have done. And this is now one of the most successful schools in the country, with students going to Oxford, Cambridge, medical school and the like.
I'd say that without question, students from Grimsby are achieving better, they're achieving a wider range of courses, and by and large, they're going on to better careers, better university destinations than they have in 20 or 30 years beforehand, especially in the last 5 years. Last 5 years has seen a real significant increase, not just in results, but also in the grades that students are getting. We are as good as, if not better than, any other sixth form college in the country. There are great things happening here. Come to Grimsby and you get the best. Come to Grimsby and the best in the country is available to you.
Fundamentally, I believe that we have a responsibility as the Grimsby Institute to deliver courses that are relevant for young people and adults to be employable. So it's a very important role, I think, within this community. But also at the same time, we've developed our university centre and grown that over the years to now 2,000 students. I think Grimsby is a fantastic place, and I think there's so many opportunities in this town for its community. And there's such a great positiveness about this town that I think for the future, it will all be great.
Champion dancers Keith and Judy Clifton have used their talents to help generations of ballroom dancers in their hometown of Grimsby.
Side, quick, quick, slow, quick.
Then they trained their own talented children to develop their skills and become world champions.
There's talent all over the area, and that's why we've got a really nice dance school, and we've got the teachers here now to nurture that talent and turn them into world-class dancers. And that's manifested itself in obviously our own children becoming very at the top of the dancing career.
Well, I guess I never really expected it would become as big as it is right now. Everyone's talking about Grimsby after Bruce Forsyth brought it up on BBC One. And now people don't even know my second name anymore. I'm not Kevin Clifton anymore, I'm Kevin from Grimsby now.
And I'm known as Kevin from Grimsby's sister. That's what I'm known as at the moment.
I actually love it. Because if Grimsby's on the map because of that, then that's something that I'm very, very proud of.
Feel very proud indeed. I mean, we're just the same as other parents in terms of saying to our children, look, you know, you've done well, and we're very proud of you. It could have been an egg and spoon race.
I was just going to say that. I was proud when they won the egg and spoon race at school.
So many Grimsby people take their hometown skills onto the world stage. Guy Martin is known internationally for his passion for speed and engines, but he still keeps up his day job in Grimsby.
If you can fix trucks, you're never going to be short of work in this area, and I've got quite a good name, so I'm never short of work. I'm never short of work, and that's why, you see, yeah, my whole life has revolved around Grimsby. Yeah, I've been working on lorries since I've been 12-year-old. So I finish my paper round, go home, have my breakfast, and then bike 7 miles to Caister to go work on the trucks. I like Grimsby because it's real world, isn't it? It's real world. There's no one trying to be anything that they're not. Not there's no one, there is, but there's just like, I just like it. I just like it because it's home. It's just home. There isn't really a better explanation than other than it's just home. It's just home. I'm not famous. I'm a normal bloke with a normal job that's just done a few different things. You know, I've done. The TV companies have asked me to just, oh, do you fancy trying to break a record on a push bike or a tandem or go race a motorbike in America just to do something a bit. And I thought, oh, you'd be daft not to, wouldn't you? So I've taken my time off work and gone and done these daft things and then come back to work. I'm just a normal bloke that does normal. I'm a normal bloke with a normal job that have done some different things.
It never pays to underestimate the locals in North East Lincolnshire. Duffy Sheardown was an international racing driver who built a car for Ayrton Senna. Now he makes the world's champion chocolate.
Well, I'm absolutely thrilled to know that the world's best chocolate comes from Cleethorpes. I mean, what an achievement.
It's easier than you think. The secret's in the beans. If you buy the best beans that you can find, and we only buy the rarest and finest beans in the world, then all you have to do is not ruin it. You treat the cocoa beans gently, and it takes a long time. And if you accept all those things, then it really isn't very difficult. These 3 milk chocolates just won gold, silver and bronze in the International Chocolate Awards European semi-final.
I think it's an amazing achievement, I really do.
Thank you.
When can I try it?
Now.
How long do I have to wait?
This won the gold. It's about 2 months old. It's our newest batch.
Delicious. I'd never tasted anything like that in my life.
Grimsby's greatest achievement is still to come. The Humber is Britain's energy estuary. The development of green energy, particularly from offshore wind farms, is opening up for Grimsby and the whole Humber estuary an exciting prospect of a prosperous future for all. It's already started. At 7 a.m. every Monday morning, dozens of boats set off from Grimsby to take supplies and workers out to the growing plantations of wind turbines.
Of course, we work together in partnership with all of our other colleagues on the Humber estuary. We have got an enormous opportunity. We develop wind energy, we develop export-import. In fact, we are probably the most important asset the United Kingdom currently has.
We've got around 880 megawatts of turbines installed in the North Sea now. Very shortly, we're going to increase that to another 1,480 megawatts. So within the next 2 or 3 years, we'll be doubling the amount of installed capacity that can be operated from Grimsby. So if you look at currently the investment we've had so far, we've probably put in something like £3,000 million. So £3 billion of investment's gone into now. In terms of the future, if we include the round 3 farms that are likely to come, we could be up to £20,000 million worth of investment. After that, we then look after 25 years' worth of operations and maintenance. And the estimate is that it's going to be £1 billion worth of operations and maintenance expenditure for the next 25 years, each year.
Grimsby has become the base for the westernmost rough maintenance team from Danish oil and natural gas. That's Dong Energy. They have brought the world's first 6-megawatt turbines into operation from here.
We are doing quite a lot to lower the cost of energy to make offshore wind compatible to other kinds of energy. So we are indeed using the bigger turbines as well in order to lower the cost of energy. Westernmost rough offshore wind farm that will make power for about 200,000 homes. In a short time, we will hopefully begin construction of Race Bank, which will provide power for about 500,000 homes. And then the future pipeline for Dong Energy holds Hornsea, which is a 1.2 gigawatt project. So very, very exciting times indeed. Grimsby is very strategically placed here at the tip of the Humber estuary to be able to accommodate this booming industry. And I think that Grimsby has something very special in its mindset and its history from the fishing industry and the heritage they have there, and with quite a few transferable skills into this industry.
A new training provider is coming to site here at Catch. They're going to be working with us to provide GWO, that's a Global Wind Organisation, or Renewable UK certificated courses here so that people can get their offshore certificates. We've taken people who are unemployed and we've given them an opportunity here at Catch to perhaps get back a bit of confidence and get back the idea that they can work in our sector.
At Stallingborough, Able UK are developing a site and jetty for a new UK industry, building and shipping wind turbines.
We have consent now for a 1,200-metre quay that will be specifically bespoke, tailor-made for the demanding requirements of the offshore wind sector. Commercial interest is obviously very strong, the sector is taking off, and the potential at the end of the day is to create, hopefully, around about 4,000 direct proper jobs on this site. And we call Able Humber Port the big space in the right place. The size speaks for itself. But also we've got a great location in respect of the burgeoning new wind farms that are coming on stream, and also the fact that the Humber energy estuary is about to explode into a great phenomenon.
I'm very optimistic about the prospects for the ports of Grimsby and Immingham and the communities they serve. For me, this is a real opportunity for us. It's a real watershed. You know, we've invested here behind us, a brand new river terminal. There's huge investment going in offshore wind. In Immingham, we're investing very, very heavily in the low carbon energy future. You know, hundreds of millions of pounds being invested in this river that will actually keep Britain powered, create a lot of jobs, and give lots of prosperity in the future.
Well, one of the things that our grandma said to us both before she died was, always remember where you come from. Whatever you achieve in life, always remember where you come from. But we can't really forget, can we now? We're from Grimsby.
We shout it from the rooftops everywhere we go because we're proud. We're from Grimsby.
But we can't forget it, and we wouldn't anyway.
It's our hometown. It's certainly Judy's hometown. And we feel very comfortable here. And we've made a very nice living here, and the people are very friendly.
We love Grimsby. You know, we're born and bred, so, you know, there's no chance of us leaving.
I've travelled the world a bit. But nothing's like here.
We have been so well received by the people in Grimsby, and I think it's a great place to come and stay with your family. And I would love to stay here for a longer time.
I feel, from everything I've been looking at, that it has every chance now of coming right back and reminding people of what a really genuinely lovely place it is. You can feel the beating heart of Grimsby.
This is our roots. This is where we're from, and we'll never, ever forget that.
There we go. Enjoy your meals.
Well, there's no better way to finish off a perfect day in Grimsby than Steele's Fish and Chips.
Yay!